It's Week 5 of the NFL. And we've got the Seahawks, leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out play this week.
We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And they'll be led out by their third-year signal caller.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and a big old win last week.
They start the drive with Hall. And their first play of the day all wrapped up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stopped for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a #1 pick out of Oklahoma. One of the game's better runners, it's Kyler Murray.
One of the beauties of the quarterback position is it's not cookie cutter. QBs come in all different shapes and sizes. Some are 5'10", some are 6'6". Some are better on the run, some are better in the pocket. For Kyler Murray, and he is at his best when he's playmaking. When his athleticism, that dual threat nature comes to life, that is when he is typically a defense's worst nightmare.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Benson on 1st and 10. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Murray. McBride hauls it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. Wilson's got it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Benson now from the gun. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Snared by the running back, here's Trey Benson. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Here's Murray. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. That one gains 7. And that's a Cardinals first down. Play action now, Murray. He sends this one to the end zone. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Whatever could go wrong for him so far certainly has. And so many times when we see a QB throw an interception early, it just starts to get in your head. That little seed of doubt, that little thought that you got a flush of, oh, what's going to happen next? Because then you hold the ball, and you hold the ball in this league, and you get sacked.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. He's got him. That's McBride. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw, Murray. Gets it to him on the screen. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. 7-0 is our score. Back to Seattle after this. About to begin the second here. The Cardinals definitely thinking points. Kyler throwing here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Now an inside give to Benson. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves them a little bit closer. 3rd and goal coming up. Now Kyler. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point. Every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Seahawks taking the field for their 2nd possession. They've ripped off 4 straight wins, and if this lead holds, that's going to be 5 before we know it. They go play action on 1st. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. From the red zone now. Has it in close. Touchdown, Seattle! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. One of the tight ends in motion left. On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and short. The Cardinals out for the punt. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his 1st of this game away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawks football. Back now, pressure on its way. Brought in right side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the counter, Hall. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Play action on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
Completed here to Komet. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
So no return on that punt. And it'll be Cardinals football. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Kyler to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Kyler looking to throw. That's complete to Wilson. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Murray here on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. They give up the gut to Benson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 6 yards, the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Operated from the gun. Here's Murray. He's on the move. He's running for it. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10, Murray. That pass is complete to McBride. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. First down from the red zone. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Benson. Does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. It's 2nd and goal. Another try for Benson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals make it a one-score game before halftime. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time around.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Throwing now from the gun. That one complete to Whittington. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
He'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. We've reached halftime from Seattle. It's the Seahawks leading in front of the home crowd. Now from the extreme northwest to the extreme southeast, we're going to head down to Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report with our buddy Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Rams who have the lead in the second quarter. Kyron Williams with a touchdown run. From there, we head east to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Keon Coleman, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 31-13 was the final. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Here come the Cardinals to begin quarter number 3. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. From the gun, it's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Benson on the counter. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Setting up the screen. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They start the half with a give to Hall. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. They go right back to Hall. And not much. He maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Cardinals offense making its way out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The give now to Benson. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Kyler throwing here. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Back to pass on 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10 now. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They go play action here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. It's Benson on the give. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here's 2nd and 7. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We've got an injury stoppage here, and no, not what any of us want to see. You remember the injury his rookie year. It's Breece Hall hurts on the play. And there's an extra DB out there on the field now for the Cardinals. 3rd down coming. That's caught for the 1st. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks now lead by 10. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
From the 38. It's taken in by Sinnott. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. They bring a tight end in motion right. This is Benson. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Murray. Wilson's got it. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down, ball at the 36. Now Murray on the play fake. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Handoff headed left to Benson. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground with Benson. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10. Play action now, Murray. McBride hauls it in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Benson on 1st and 10. Oh, stiff arm. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Rolling, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
Knowing how a wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate. And I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone. You got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that. A huge sack for this defense.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. They bring their tight end left. Turning to Benson on 3rd. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down.
Well, Kate, that's a white flag waving if I've ever seen one. I'm not sure I saw any avenue with that run play that was going to result in a first down. It felt more like the coordinator saying, well, you earned that call by the mishaps on 1st and 2nd down.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. To throw here on 1st down. It's complete to Whittington. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he drives it up past the 45. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Throw reeled in by Whittington. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Running back, motioning right. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks leading by 8. 1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. And they take him down right along the 30. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back-to-back carries here. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the Seahawks. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.